Hi friends, welcome to the vlog. My name is Coco, just another 30-year-old living in Toronto. But today we are outside of a city. We are up in Blue Mountain for the weekend for Jamie's birthday, my husband. Last year for his birthday, we were up in the Rockies snowboarding, which was beautiful and such an unreal experience. This year we decided to stay local. The Airbnb that we got is very nice and cozy. And there's our room. We have a nice king-size bed, but I don't know if I'm gonna do a whole Airbnb tour. It's really nothing special. There's also just a lot of commotion. The dogs are both here, as you can hear them. My sister's dog and our dog are BFFs, so they are gonna be barking and playing and wrestling all weekend. Here's my little just cozy fit. I have my Aloe airlift pants and a crew neck. And yeah, we're just gonna settle in. Have a fun, chill weekend. I can't wait. I took the day off today. This is like gonna be much needed R&R this weekend. So excited.
What'd you say, John?
No, we're not gonna play that. Fuck that. Any ill players? Anyone sick here?
And we are back home. We left the Airbnb really early this morning, around 9:45, which I think is pretty perfect because it is a beautiful day out, and that means I have the rest of my Sunday to clean and chill and do the whole Sunday reset thing. This weekend was truly, I think, everything we needed and more. I obviously didn't film much because, yeah, we were with my sister and her boyfriend, and the dogs were kind of crazy all weekend playing, so it was very loud. Honestly, all we did this weekend was chill. We played a lot of Scrabble, a lot of Uno, just a lot of fun games. We watched scary movies, comedies, had some drinks, the guys hit the slopes. Anyways, yeah, there is a whole lot of cleaning to do today, and then I also want to just catch up on my journaling, like my bullet journals, my content creation for the week, and also I just want to do like a good brain dump. I also want to read. I am just about halfway through this book, and this book is really, really good. I've never read a romance book like this, so it's really interesting. It's essentially about a girl who ends up taking a caretaking job for a quadriplegic man, and yeah, I'm assuming they fall in love. I do want to watch the movie after this book, but yeah, as someone who's going into it blind, I'm really enjoying it so far, and I think the story and the author do a really great job at bringing up a lot of accessibility issues that we able-bodied people obviously don't pay attention to, or don't think about or notice. And I also think the book does a really good job at just talking about how insensitive the world can be towards disabled people. So yeah, I'm really, really enjoying it. A very different kind of romance novel. And then on Friday, I did pick up the third ACOTAR book. And then coincidentally, the author, Miss Sarah J herself, coincidentally announced on Friday that Akatar 6 and 7 will be coming out within the next like 10 months, so that is so exciting. Akatar 6 comes out in October, and then I think number 7 comes out in January or something like that. So I'm so excited. So after I do, you know, all the basic Sunday cleaning and then journaling and everything, I'm gonna get to reading. On a side note, I did want to speak about something. I gave up Instagram for Lent. So I am Catholic. You know, for Easter, we celebrate the Lent season, and usually what we do is we give up something for 40 days. What I gave up for this Lent season was Instagram and Snapchat. Last year I gave up TikTok, which was an absolute game changer. I actually genuinely feel like giving up TikTok transformed my brain chemistry and healed my brain. I was never a person who considered myself addicted or dependent on the app. I think it's insanely useful, the app, but I didn't really think of myself as, you know, like a TikTok addict or anything. And then when I gave it up last year, guys, I was like tweaking. It was bad. And that's when I realized I really had a problem. And so I remember last year when I gave up TikTok, the first 2 weeks were really, really hard, especially as someone who was wedding planning and moving out and trying to close on a home. I do feel like TikTok is such a great tool to learn like about so many different topics. I think that added on to, I guess, how difficult giving up the app was. After Lent, obviously I got back on TikTok, but I definitely had a much healthier relationship with it, and I'm not like opening the app every 5, 10, 20 minutes every hour. I really go on it daily, maybe like 10 minutes, quick scroll, answer DMs from my friends, or like watch whatever they send me, and then I'm off the app. Honestly changed my life giving up TikTok last year, and I highly recommend anyone to just do a TikTok cleanse, because that app is just, I don't know, dangerous. Because I feel like my relationship with TikTok was healed from last year, I was like, okay, let me try giving up Instagram and Snapchat this year, which aren't apps I honestly use that often. Well, obviously I think social media is such a great tool to connect with family and your loved ones, and you know what they're up to and get all these updates. I do think there's kind of a beauty in not knowing what your family and friends are constantly up to. Isn't it crazy that when we meet up with friends or family now, we almost always know what they're up to, instead of just learning about what they're up to through conversation and actually asking meaningful questions? Honestly, I just feel like I've gained so much time for myself. I've gained so much time back and mental clarity because I'm not concerned or looking and consuming at what other people are doing. Even though I genuinely love everyone that I follow on Instagram and Snapchat, I don't follow many people, just really like my close loved ones. But like, yeah, I don't know, there's something really liberating about not knowing what anyone else is up to and kind of just living your life. And also like me not being concerned about getting an aesthetic shot to post. It's so liberating. Anyways, yeah, I just wanted to share my insights on that, and also tell you guys that I'm not using Instagram or like Snapchat right now. Not that many of you follow me on there, but yeah, my profile is linked below if you want to check it out. But yeah, I'm just a little quiet right now on those apps. Enough talking, let's go do some laundry and some vacuuming and some cleaning, and then enjoy the rest of our Sunday. I apologize if it's a little windy, but I'm of course sitting in a park
doing some reading, and I also did some journaling, just more spring reflections or intentions and reviewing Q1 in my head. It's so crazy that I'm in a park reading again. It's been many, many months since I've done this, maybe September, but it's so nice to see everyone in just light jackets and sweaters. All the dogs are out. I'm currently at Trinity Bellwoods Park. As you guys know, it is an absolute non-negotiable for me to take a walk on my breaks whenever I'm in office. Whether it's raining, snowing, -20, 35 degrees and full humidity out, I take walks. And I'm so glad that I get to sit at this park again. And I read and I journaled without any music, just kind of taking in the sounds of the birds singing again, the dogs barking, people chattering and talking in the park. It's so nice to be outside again. So anyways, I'm gonna head back to the office and I'm gonna make myself a tea there. And yeah, this was a really healing lunch break afternoon outside. The fresh air is just doing something for me.